My name is Todd Huffler with Drop the Spotlight. I am here with Michaela Jill Murphy, aka Jessie Flower from Avatar and Emperor's New Groove and a couple other projects she's been in. So, out of all your favorite characters you have been, who is your favorite?
Well, that's a very hard question. I think I'm a little biased, of course, towards Avatar because that was such a community. You know, you can't really replicate having like a whole crew for multiple seasons. So everything else was so much fun, but it was either just one movie, so it was one day, or even like The Emperor's New School. It was a smaller role, so I was only in like a few episodes here and there. So it wasn't like as big of an experience, I suppose. So Toph is definitely the leading favorite, just because I feel like I made so many friends. I mean, Dante's amazing. He's here with me this weekend. You know, I have kind of a community from it, so that's kind of irreplaceable.
And how was it like working with everybody?
Lots of fun. Terrible. No, I'm just kidding. It was a lot of fun. I was 12 and 13 when I voiced Toph. So season 2, I was 12. Season 3, I was 13. And It was the age before social media, so it was a lot more casual. I would come in, say hi to everybody. They would just be like, "Oh, hey Jessie, how are you doing?" And then we'd all go home. It was kind of just like a little bonding, like after school, like play session, playground, like moment where I'm like, "Yeah, I get to meet fun friends." Okay, and I have to go home and do homework now. So
Oh, fun.
It was a lot of fun.
I know you've worked with Dante. How was it like working with him, actually?
It's funny that you say that. One of my early kind of memories just of him is he was always a little bit late to every session, or if he was right after me, like they'd be like waiting for Dante, and it's because he would roll up on his motorcycle like 5 minutes late and come in with his jacket on and like his helmet and be pulling it off, and he's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm late," and I'm just like, "All right, Dante, we get it, you're cool." But he was very sweet, and he was always very sweet to my mom, which is important. If they're really sweet to your mom, they're good.
Awesome. You also got to work with like a couple of legendary voice actors on the show. Multiple. And most notably, the two I know were Mako and Mark Hamill.
Obviously.
How was it like working with Mako, and what kind of advice did he give you?
Yeah. So Mako, it was we had a very brief interaction. Tales of Ba Sing Se comes kind of quickly in season 2. So, I only had maybe 1 or 2 kind of sessions where we crossed paths before he passed. But he was just very sweet, very calm energy. He's a grandpa.
Awesome.
And then Mark Hamill, my mom was freaking out for most of that one. I was like, this is cool, but like my mom was losing her mind.
As anyone is, because he's like, not very many people know he's like a really amazing voice actor too. So, your favorite memory with the whole crew?
In the booth, recording the last episode, because there were about 8 of us in the booth, like all recording together. Usually I was kind of recording by myself, maybe with one other person. So that was kind of a big community recording session. So that was definitely like a nice memory because everything felt kind of elevated. So you had like Suki, Sokka, Katara, me, Zuko, and we were all like saying the lines without stopping. So it kind of brought it to life a little bit more than regular sessions. But most recently, like being able to come out and like meet fans with them, I never did that before. I didn't know that was a thing. So like, I don't know. It's been really cool being friends with everybody as like an adult instead of a 13-year-old.
You get to do a lot more.
So yeah, it's a lot more fun to be like, yeah, let's get dinner, let's get drinks. Be adults.
I know Sokka always says he was the sarcasm and meat guy, but to me his sarcasm was really dry most of the time. To me, Toph was really the truly queen of sarcasm.
It's very kind of you. My mother will agree. No. But no, she and Sokka complement each other very nicely. I feel like they both bring different humor to the table. They keep it interesting. They keep the gang on their toes.
All right, is there anything else you'd want to talk about real quick? Any future projects or anything? Or you keep the Avatar stuff like hush hush?
Well, I mean, the Avatar stuff, we don't know. We know just as much as everybody else. As soon as there's an announcement online, that's when we find out. We're like, oh. So we don't have insider news, unfortunately. But I've just finished up working on a video game. I can't technically say what it is, but it should be done by January, February. It was a bigger role than I was expecting, so kind of exciting. So just keep an eye out. If anybody's on Instagram, I'm at Michaela Mostly. I'll post about it there. And thank you for interviewing me.
You're welcome, and thank you very much for joining me on this interview. Have good luck with all your future projects.
Thank you. I'll take it.
And have a very safe trip home.
Thank you.
Or wherever else you may be going.
Thank you.
This is Todd Huffler with Drop the Spotlight, and we'll see you at the cons.